I have had this Keurig machine for about 4 years. There's two things that I don't like about it or I've had an issue with. So first, let's go over how the machine works. It's so simple to use. Fill this up with water, put your cup under here, and you're going to put your pot in here. You close this, and then the display will automatically come on. So it's blinking, because it wants you to select what size you want. So your options are 6 ounce, 8 ounce, 10 ounce, or 12 ounce. If you want your brew strong, if you want it over ice. So I typically have iced coffee. So the first issue that I have is it does have labeled over ice, so you can make iced coffee. The problem that I have is it melts the ice, which makes sense. You're brewing hot coffee, it's running over ice, it's obviously going to melt the ice. So I don't know what the difference in this than any other selection is. I don't know if it tries to brew it not as hot, but it's still hot. It's steaming when it comes out. So my issue is I have watered down coffee. So the way I've had to do it now is I have to brew my coffee ahead of time, store it in a carafe in the fridge, and then I can use it as soon as I'm ready for coffees in the morning. I just pour it into my cup. The other issue I had is this descale light. So after having this for a few months and using it for a few months, this started blinking. So I said, okay, let me get the manual. Let me figure out what I need to do. I bought the descale solution. I did the descaling solution, did exactly what it said, and the light didn't go off. And that's when I got the manual and I said, okay, let's see what we can do. And to be honest, that was so long ago, I don't even remember. I don't think the manual said anything about descale. And if it did, whatever solution it had did not work. So then I started Googling, how do you make the descale light turn off? And I was finding that everybody was having an issue with this particular model with making the descale light go off. They could not figure it out. And it was kind of like, it don't work for anybody. It's not working for anybody with this model. I never found a solution. So at this point, I just wait a couple months and I do the descale. But that can be an issue for somebody if you're not going to keep track of when the last time you descaled, and you count on things like that to let you know, okay, it's time. You don't have that with this, at least with this one that I have and several others that other customers had. There is no key to making this go away, even after descaling. So the melted ice with iced coffee and the watered down coffee and the descale light blinking nonstop, that is my two problems that I have with this. Other than that, it makes great hot coffee. And it makes great hot coffee that, for me, I put in the fridge and chill and then use it the next morning. Like I said, I've had this for several years. It's worked great. It just has those two minor flaws.